Welcome back to another episode of 5 for Friday, where each week I spotlight 5 recent pickups as I slowly rebuild my video game collection 5 games at a time. From hidden gems to nostalgic favorites, this series is part game hunt, part therapy session, and honestly, probably cheaper than collecting arcade cabinets. So let's see what made the cut this week. I am Neo Stash. Thanks for joining me. Let's get started. You ever start a game and think, wait, how is this not legendary yet? Yeah, me too. This week on 5 for Friday, I've got 5 games that punch their way above their pixel count, from hellish hack and slash to tactical nostalgia bombs. So buckle up, adjust your CRT filter, and let's jump into the underrated greatness. Number 1 this week is Dante's Inferno on the Xbox 360. Yeah, we're gonna kick things off with a literal trip to hell. And the back literally says go to hell. Because why start casual when you can ride an undead horse through the circles of sin? Dante's Inferno is one of those games that dare to be bold. Inspired by the Divine Comedy, but filtered through a heavy metal music video, it's a brutal hack and slash that puts you in the armored sandals of Dante himself. Think God of War, but instead of Greek mythology, you're swinging a scythe through lust, gluttony, and other lovely destinations. The game got a mixed reception at launch, mostly for being derivative, but time has been kind. It's still very tight, fast, unapologetically edgy, and more creative than people give it credit for. Plus, if you have the PSP version, surprisingly solid for a handheld hell simulator.
Prepare to be judged to the circle of hell.
Up next, we have RPGolf Legends on the PS5. Okay, before you say anything, I was skeptical too. RPG golf sounds like a genre soup, but RPGolf Legends surprised me with how well it blends 2 wildly different mechanics: the chill precision of golf and the chaotic item hoarding classic RPGs. You're a young golfer in a world where golf has vanished, tragic, and you must travel across a charming pixel art landscape, unlock sealed golf holes, and fight monsters along the way with a trusty golf club. Yeah, it's a bit goofy, but in the best way. The gameplay actually holds up. Golfing feels satisfying, exploration is meaningful, and there's a light crafting equipment loop to keep things moving. It's like Zelda, A Link to the Fairway. Not a AAA masterpiece, but a great coffee break game with soul. All right, we're almost halfway through there. 3 more to go. We're getting into the, I would say, the juicy bits of this video. And before we get there, if you're still watching, please consider liking this video. If everything you're watching, if you're really into this kind of stuff, this kind of nerding out with video games, then please consider subscribing as well. Definitely helps the channel grow. Definitely pushes more of my content to people just as cool as you. And honestly, it just would mean a lot to me. All right, here we go. Without further ado, number 3 this week is Blaster Master Zero on the PS4. So here's one that got me purely on nostalgia and then totally sold me on modern polish. Blaster Master Zero is an updated take on the NES classic, keeping the dual gameplay loop of tank-based platforming and overhead shooter exploration intact. You're piloting Sophia, a tank that handles like a dream, while hopping out as Jason to explore dungeons and blast mutants, top-down style. The transitions between modes are buttery smooth and surprisingly strategic. What really makes it awesome is the defined design. You've got weapon upgrades, tight controls, checkpoints, praise be, and a clean, modern pixel art style. This is honestly how you do a retro revival. It feels like what we remember the NES game being, not what it actually was. All right, continuing on the retro front is a really cool game. Number 4 this week is Shovel Knight Treasure Trove. Surprising one on the Xbox One. This one's practically retro royalty now, but somehow still underrated for the amount of content it packs. Shovel Knight Treasure Trove includes the original campaign and all the spin-offs, each with a different character and gameplay twist. What started as a simple Mega Man DuckTales style action platformer has grown into an entire pixelated multiverse. You've got Shovel of Hope for classic platforming, Plague of Shadows for tricky alchemy combat, Spectre of Torment for stylish wall-running edgelord action, and King of Cards for some good old card game fusion. It's like a playable time capsule of what made retro games great with none of the old school jank. Plus, the soundtrack alone deserves to be on vinyl, cassette, and every other format that makes audiophiles drool. Soundtrack is sick in this game. Number 1 this week is a personal favorite of mine, and I still have it on the OG PS1. And of course, with the timing being just right and not at all intentional, is Final Fantasy Tactics on the PS1. All right, let's talk about Final Fantasy Tactics. The real one. The one that turned playground arguments into spreadsheets and middle schoolers into military strategists. This game wasn't just a JRPG, oh no. It was a full-blown political drama wrapped in grid-based combat. Betrayal, class warfare, chocobos, all delivered in that beautifully crunchy PS1 aesthetic with some of the best music Nobu Uematsu's ever been associated with. The job system, still to this day unmatched. You could start as a chemist and end up a calculator casting holy magic across the map like a math wizard. It was the first time many of us asked, wait, do I actually need to level up a Lancer so I can get a Dragoon with better evasion stats? And the answer was always yes. Yes, you do. And here's the part, after literal years of fans begging for it, Square Enix recently announced officially a remaster is on the way. So yeah, it's not just about nostalgia talking anymore. Final Fantasy Tactics is coming back. The only question is, will you play it for the first time, or like me, the 99th time? Whether you played it back in the day or bounced off the steep learning curve, it remains a genre-defining experience. It's emotional, it's brutal, and yes, it still has that one battle on the rooftop that ruins your soul. You know the one. And that wraps up this week's 5 for Friday. From righteous demon slaying to pixel perfect platforming, and yes, even golfing with monsters, this week's pickups brought a bit of everything. Let me know in the comments which of these have you played. What should I add next? Or hey, just tell me your favorite tactics game and I'll probably lose 40 hours replaying it. Don't forget to like, sub, and please ring that bell for more retro vibes, collection updates, and deep cut recommendations. I am Neo Stash, and this was your weekly 5 for Friday. Thanks for watching. Catch you next week. And remember, always take the high ground and peace.